When it comes to diversity and inclusion, it's important to keep the goal in mind. The goal is for this to be one country, one level of opportunity, not necessarily one level of outcome, but one level of opportunity. The goal is for the best ideas to receive fair consideration in the field of philanthropy. Not just the people with the best access having their ideas heard, but the people really with both the best ideas and the best ability to carry those ideas out and to actually make them happen. While there's a similar level of excellence amongst all of the board members and indeed professional accomplishment, we look for people who are going to bring different viewpoints, and that's important because, as Martin Luther King said, if you feel comfortable in your coalition, or in this case, if you feel completely cozy with your fellow board members, your coalition is too small. Your board is too homogenous. Good ideas are often the product of some, at least small amount of tension. And so in constructing our trustees and constructing our staffs in the foundation world, we need to construct for some of that. In a state like California, where you can have 200 languages in one school district, there's a certain level of diversity that we could never achieve. And the only way to engage that was really to kind of constantly get from behind your desk, engage people, listen deeply, think really hard about the problem that you're trying to solve in society and who needs to be involved to solve that problem, and then feel emboldened to go out and find them and bring them to the table. We had a founder in Max Rosenberg. We had somebody who really put his faith in future generations to identify the big problems and the ways to solve them. It's critical, I think, for anybody who's thinking about leaving a legacy in philanthropy to really spend some time getting comfortable with the yet unborn genius of future generations and giving them some permission to solve the problems in ways that we can't even imagine right now. Max Rosenberg had that. In order to know that you're saying no to the right things, you need to know that you're hearing everything that you need to hear, and that you're really engaging with the full range of possible partners as a funder, as an advocate. And so even though Rosenberg has been a leader in diversity from a simple sort of complexion perspective, how many of your grantees are led by people of color and so forth, there was a whole other level of diversity, which was within that diversity, how diverse are you? How inclusive are you? How open are you? And you have to be vigilant. I mean, just because for some sort of rough, crude analysis, we were more inclusive than many from an ethnic perspective, we were also, in many ways, as prone to becoming comfortable or clubby with our grantees as anybody. And that's something that you always have to guard against. But in this country, in 2009, 2010, if you look at your list of grantees and organizations led by people of color are a distinct minority, you've got some hard questions to ask about what country you live in and about what country you're trying to create.